Hello, this is Paris, owner and creative director of House of Paris. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about fashion identity. What's that? I hear you ask. Well, I'm glad you asked because I am going to try and explain it a little bit from my point of view, from a fashion designer's point of view. Fashion identity really is about how you communicate your style, um, what your brand looks like, in terms of the cut, the feel, the colors you pick, the shape, the form, and the genre. Um, it includes quite a few elements. It also includes the feeling, things that are not tangible, how it makes you feel, the mood it puts you in. Does it make you feel romantic or does it make you feel sad? Whatever mood that your clothing makes you feel is included in your branding and your style, and hence your identity. So as you're building a fashion brand, if you're building a fashion brand, you might want to start with thinking about what your brand is going to look like, what genre it's going to fit into, and what kind of clothing that you are going to make. Personally, I started that journey by focusing on my own personal style, what it is I like to wear. So my brand is built on minimalism, which is very clean lines, very muted colors. Fabrics are very refined, and keeping it simple, fuss-free, effortless, chic. Um, that's the look that I base my brand on, and that's because that is the look that I prefer on a personal level. That is how I dress. This was an obvious option for me because, well, it's just easy to do you and try to sell what you're about. Why? Because you understand you more than anybody else, and you understand why it is that you like your personal style more than anyone else could understand it. And so nobody can do you better than yourself when you're building a brand. So instead of trying to imitate a brand that you admire or that you're inspired by, it may be a good idea to base your brand on you, especially since you're going to look into things like your unique selling point. When you're trying to find that one little bit of your branding essence that makes your brand special, you might want to think about why you are special, and that might give you an idea as to which direction to go in terms of finding your unique selling point. Like I said, nobody can do you like you, and nobody can interpret what you are about better than you can. So if you are able to take your personal style, your personal identity, and put it into your fashion, then you are onto something great. So I hope that gives you an idea on how to use your personal fashion identity as a starting point in the identity for your brand. Uh, as for people who are not into fashion design and you just want to know what your fashion identity is about, well, here's the thing. You have a personal identity whether you know it or not. Why? Simply because you wear clothes. Well, it's assumed you wear clothes, hopefully. um, it would be a bit awkward if you didn't, but the fact that you have picked a certain article in a store as opposed to the other articles in the store is is testament to the fact that you have a personal style, whether you're conscious of it or not. And sometimes you will say, oh, you know what, I don't care that much about fashion, I'm just going to put on this white shirt as opposed to this black shirt. The fact that you've picked the white shirt is an indication of who you are and what type of personality you have. So you do have a personal fashion identity, and you do have a personal style, whether you are aware of it or not. So it might be good for you to actually look at your closet and pick out the clothing that you have and say to yourself, this is what I love. Look at the things you wear most often. You know, in my family, we have a saying where if you wear a particular piece of clothing over and over and over again and you never take it off, we call it the dis take off outfit. Okay, so you have a dis take off dress or a dis take off shirt, whatever piece of article that you never take off, you dis take off. That is your style. That's where you start. You have something that you wear over and over again until it's worn out, and even when it's dirty you will wear it no matter what, and the only time you're not wearing it is when it's in the laundry. That's your dis take off outfit. So start your styling identity based on your one dis take off outfit and create a style identity that you love, that you're conscious and you're aware of, that helps identify who you are. Why is that important? Because you communicate who you are through what you wear.